Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. If you are watching right now, you are watching the replay. Hashtag replay down below. Well, I am so excited. We're going to wait just a minute to wait for everyone to find the video and hop on. My name right now, well, not right now, but while we have a moment, my name is Danielle, and I am a Scentsy consultant from, where am I from? Southern California. Hey, Heather. And I've been with Scentsy for about 3 years, 3.5 years, and we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. We've got some good stories to share with you tonight. All right, so you guys, who played the pop quiz earlier today and yesterday? What did you guys answer? Anybody want to share? If you answered the letter D for all of the above on each question, guess what? You got it right. Congratulations. Gold stars for you guys. So if you're here watching tonight, you are watching because you are curious or you've thought about momentarily maybe joining Scentsy. And so we've invited you here tonight to hear some really amazing stories from ordinary people just like you, people that, you know, have a little passion for going after their goals, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear what they have to say. If you have any questions about being a Scentsy lady or man, you are welcome to ask them now so we can have them available to answer after our stories. We're going to have 3 very special guests to talk to you guys tonight, and I'm so excited. So to get started, let's see, I want to make sure where I'm at my time. Let's see. First up is Diana, Diana Coletta. She is from San Diego, California, and she is an amazing mom of 2 sets of twins. She's only been with Scentsy for about a year, and she is knocking it out of the park. Hey, Josephine. She earned Shooting Star Award, Sensational Start Level 2. She's a Shooting Star trainer. She earned that award. She was top sponsor in September, and she's earned the incentive trip as well. She is on the cusp of becoming a superstar consultant. We got her fingers crossed, and I'm going to go ahead and invite her to come talk to you guys now. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask them now, and then we'll go ahead and answer them after all of the stories. Ready, Diana? Here we go. It's connecting. What are you going to do? There we go. Hey, Diana.
Hi, everybody. How are you? Hi, can you hear me okay?
Give her a heart. Send her a heart.
Can you hear me okay?
I can, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. So, hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for attending tonight's event. I'm very excited to share my story. Like Danielle said, I've been with Scentsy for a year now, and it's one of the most amazing and best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. So like Danielle said, I am a mom to 2 sets of twins. I first decided to join Scentsy. Well, I've been a Scentsy customer for years, and I love the product. And shortly after my last set of twins, my girls, Charlotte and Savannah, were born. They were 2 months old. I quickly saw, okay, I need to do something to help our family financially, because 4 kids in diapers at once, yikes, big bucks. I mean, those who have little ones in diapers, I mean, you know, yeah. So so that was my first goal, was to join Scentsy and just to be able to buy the diapers, pay for groceries here and there, just so I feel like I was contributing to it with my husband. And kind of rewind a bit. After my first set of twins, Jordan and Juliana, we conceived our daughter Olivia, and that was a miracle in itself, considering we had to go through IVF to conceive Jordan and Juliana and Charlotte and Savannah as well. So after giving a very low percentage of conceiving on our own, we spontaneously conceived our daughter. Unfortunately, we lost her when I was 7 months along, and my whole world came crashing down. It broke who I was, and I've lost who I was. I wasn't Diana anymore. So fast forwarding to having Charlotte and Savannah, you know, very blessed and thankful that, you know, we had these 2 amazing rainbow babies. And but still part of me, I felt that hole. I felt missing. I fell into a depression. And so as as I joined Scentsy, the friendships that I've created, that I built, um, it was the most amazing experience ever. It helped me slowly pull me out of my depression. The support I had, besides not only from my family, but from these amazing people who I've never met in my entire life, and that I will soon be meeting at our Scentsy family reunion this summer, where I earned that trip. It's in Anaheim, California, and it really truly helped me with the grieving process. I mean, I I'm back to the old Diana as much as I can be, because whenever you experience a loss, you never get back to your old self. You have that piece of you missing. But I have my hard days, and I have Scentsy to focus on something that I can call mine. And I'm not Diana, um, the mom to two sets of twins. It's something that I can set goals for myself, and something that I can focus on myself. And it's been the most rewarding experience ever. I was first a little bit reluctant at first. I did do a direct sales company about 4 years ago. It didn't really work out. And so I was hesitant, and okay, Diana, are you going to have the time to do this? I mean, I have 4-year-old twins, and then I had 2-month twins at the time, and I'm doing it. I won't lie, but life here is kind of hectic sometimes. But to know that I can work my business whenever I'm my own boss, and just to not have that pressure of, you have to do these things by certain times and everything. You make it what you want to be, and I'm striving to make it to the top, to superstar director, and I will get there one day. But this journey has been amazing. It's been an awesome ride, and like I said, the friendships that I've built, I'm truly grateful and blessed. Yes, yes. So I'm just excited to share my story with you all. And so if you have that reservation, I don't really have the time, or it's always possible. It really is possible. You work it the way you want to work it, because it's your business. So yeah.
Thank you so much for
I don't know if there's, of course, of course. So I don't know if there's any questions. I was looking at comments, so
I'm not sure that I saw yet, but curious real quick, what made Scentsy different versus the other company that you had tried before?
Well, I'm not going to mention what company it was, because I don't want to dog that company in any way, but I'll just say it was more of like a beauty kind of line versus what we're selling. And it definitely, I feel that is harder to do. It is harder to sell those types of products, whereas Scentsy truly does sell itself. I mean, I was sold years ago on wax and warmers, and I don't even know why I didn't even consider to join Scentsy. And I wish I would have years ago, because imagine where I would be at today. It's everything that I've accomplished in this past year. I mean, I would be at the top with Jacquelyn, our superstar director, hopefully, but no, I mean, the support that we have with Scentsy, not only with the consultants and consultant support, it is so much different from what I had experienced with the last company. And that was a big reason why I left. And the product in itself, I didn't believe in it wholeheartedly, to tell you the truth. And I couldn't sell something that I didn't believe in. And Scentsy, I mean, our product's amazing. So, and not being biased, because I've tried the other stuff. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
of course. Thanks for having me.
Of course. All right, we're gonna go ahead and invite our next speaker, Cyra. So let me go ahead and
bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so inviting Cyra real quick. Cyra is has been with Scentsy almost 2 years. In August, it'll be 2 years. And let me invite her while I'm sharing all about her. Let's see, Cyra, where are you? There you are. She has earned Shooting Star Award. She earned Sensational Start Level 3. She earned the Restart Incentive. She earned a trip to either Anaheim or the Mediterranean. I'm not sure which one she picked. She has a team of 10. She's got a 21-year-old son who they're going to Vegas in like a week or two. No, like this weekend, right?
Yeah.
A husband of 11 years, and the cool thing about Cyra, well, there's many cool things, but one of the cool things is that she's an accountant by day and a Scentsy lady by night. Did I get it all?
Hi, like Danielle said, I've been in, try to figure out where to look. Sorry. I've been with Sim for a little about over 2 years, and I joined Scentsy because, we all have debt, we all have loans. For me personally, it was student loans and my husband and I were, racking our brain, trying to figure out, you know, where we could come up with some extra money, what we could do. And that's where, I talked with my sponsor, who's Jacquelyn, and she was like, you could really do this, since he sells itself. And I'm like, yeah, kind of hesitant. I didn't really believe her at first, but I really got into it. And within my first 15 days, I sold $800 of Scentsy. And I know, it's just crazy. And I was like, okay, well, maybe there is something really to this. And so I just really kicked it into gear and started having parties and started, I didn't really sponsor anybody for my first 6 months. And then it's just this last year, it's really taken off. I have 10 girls or 9 girls under me. And, I just really love what Scentsy can do for me. Being an accountant by day, I really, looked at the numbers of Scentsy and what it could do for us. Scentsy is the warmers and the wax and, just all the great products, but also from the business side, you own your own business. There's a lot of tax benefits that come with owning your own business, be it, tax write-offs and things that you don't really think about as a business, but you're a business owner and you can market your business and you can do everything with your business. So I really like that part of it. Being a numbers person, that's where I come from. Jackie and everybody on my team can tell me I'm a numbers person. You're not. So, I just, the products really do sell themselves, and by selling the products and having some amazing customers and amazing teammates, I was able to earn the incentive trip. And I'm going to Anaheim and meeting all of my, Scentsy sisters and gonna have a lot of fun out there. And that's my story, I guess.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing it. I'm curious. So you started to pay down debt. So do you have you have another goal in mind outside of that once you're done with that?
Once I'm done with that, I would really like to do Scentsy full time and become a superstar director. That's my ultimate goal. We have to, pay off the debt and then kind of go from there. My husband told me if I could make with Scentsy what I make with my accounting position, I could quit my job. So that's my goal.
I love that. What is it? Be a 9-to-5 dropout.
Be a 9-to-5 dropout, exactly. And do something that, my accounting work is fun and I like doing it, but Scentsy just brings me joy. There's just a joy from the smell and smell you really can, you smell, like we had one called Cinnamon Bear last fall, and it made me think of high school and, eating the cinnamon candy, little cinnamon bear candies.
Mm-hmm.
And, it evokes those memories for you. And so I just, Scentsy just does that. And I don't know if there's any other product out there that you can smell and say, oh, this is my grandma's house.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, this is high school. This is when I was in high school. There's not, and there's so many different products that you can just, remember, the old days and even some new memories. Like, I bet you there's some scents that you like from your children. And
yes, Cora.
It just, Cora.
She just keeps popping up on my lap right there. She is a fan of citrus pop, and so I know that when she's away, I kind of stockpiled it while it was available, and I know when she's away at college, I'm going to be missing her, and I'm like, Cora. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Did you have anything else that you wanted to add?
No, I think that was it. I mean, just since it's a family. I mean, I've met so many wonderful people through Scentsy and kind of grown, I didn't have a lot of girl friends prior to Scentsy, and I've got so many friends that, women that I consider my friends now versus, it wasn't that I didn't have friends. I just didn't feel, it's my husband and myself.
Right.
So you grow a Scentsy family with
that is
so
very
that's yeah.
It's kind of to say you have friends all over the world.
Right. From California to Maine and across the pond. So that's one great thing about Scentsy.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Cyra.
You're welcome.
Can't wait to meet you either in Anaheim. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
All right, cool. So we'll go and we'll invite our third speaker. Thank you, Cyra. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye, everyone.
Let's see. All right. Our third speaker is someone that if I invited you tonight, you've probably heard me talk about her. Jacquelyn Roy. She's our superstar director, and she's been with Scentsy for 10 years. She has, excuse me, can you sit down, please? She has 2 boys, a 4 and a 6-year-old. She was Scentsy's 2014 Shining Star Award winner, and she has been married for 12 years. She's earned 11 incentive trips. I mean, goals right there, right? And a team of 2,700 people. So this woman, knows what she's talking about. Let's have Jacquelyn Roy join us. Let's see. It's connecting. Yay!
Yay!
Hey,
I'm on. Hey, thanks for having me on. Danielle, you're so amazing.
Oh, thanks.
So I'm excited to be here. Sorry if I look rough. I have been at a golf tournament all day. My little brother plays for OU, and they are Big 12 champs. So I look a little bit rough because I was in the rain and wind today. But I'm excited to be here. Just to share with you my quick story. I joined back in 10 years ago. I was about to think exactly, 2007. So it's been a long time since I joined. This will be my 11th year in December. And when I joined, I was the ICU nurse. I loved my job. My sister-in-law did a Scentsy party, and I went to it just to kind of see how she would do because she had tried multiple other direct sales companies and never had any success. So she did Scentsy and instantly was pretty successful. So I thought, well, I could give this a shot. I initially joined because I needed some extra money for a date night for my husband and I. I just graduated nursing school, and my husband was in nursing school. So our money was very paycheck to paycheck. We would, at the end of, before we would get paid again, we'd have like, $100 in our account. And I'd say, okay, don't go grocery shopping. Let's wait till we get paid, or don't go get gas. Do you have gas? And it was just paycheck to paycheck. So for us, Scentsy was a date night. And when I made my first paycheck, it was $300. And I had one party, and it was completely life-changing. And I knew at that moment that no matter how small or how big this was going to be, it was going to be a blessing. And I was so excited that I had joined. So from then, I kind of got the bug, and I thought, oh my gosh, maybe I can make 600. So I started telling people about Scentsy, started hosting more parties, and it would double and then triple. And then fast forward a couple of years, I quit my nursing job, and I just do Scentsy full time. I've done Scentsy full time for about 7 years. My husband doesn't have to work very much either. He works just to keep up his license at the hospital, and Scentsy pays everything. It pays all the bills, our trips. for our family. We're able to really give back at our church and bless other lives. It's not only changed our lives significantly, but it's very, very, very enriching seeing other people like Danielle and Cyra and Diana earn trips and live the life that they truly want to live. Um, Before Scentsy, I didn't have any kids. And when I joined, I knew when the day would come that I would want to be a stay-at-home mom with them. And I realized not everyone wants to be a stay-at-home mom. I get that. But that was a hope and a dream of mine. So the day that I had my first son and I was able to stay at home, financially provide for our family, it is the most empowering thing that you can do, or that I could have done at the time. We've earned, I'm looking at pictures. I want to show a couple. Hopefully they're not backwards. This is a free trip to the Dominican last year. This is a trip about 5 years ago, if you can see that. And I have pictures all over my office of all these amazing trips all over the world. And I did see someone comment saying that they love to travel. If you love to travel, you should totally join Scentsy. You can not only earn free trips, but you can save money each month and put it aside for a family vacation. Every 5 years, Scentsy, their incentive trip is a family vacation, typically to Disney. And that is coming up in another, I believe, 2 years.
I think
Is that
2
right?
or 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
So you can get on now, build up a customer base, earn Disney with us. You can take your whole family or wherever the trip will be that year. Scentsy is amazing. It's unlike anything else. It is, I am not a salesperson. I am a people person. And Scentsy truly sells itself. If you're worried because you're not a salesperson, you'd probably be perfect for Scentsy. We typically don't like people that are pushy because you don't need to be with Scentsy. If you're worried because you don't think you know enough people, I promise you, you will meet people. Diana, who spoke earlier, her husband works for Border Control in California, and she doesn't know a lot of people where she lives right now. She has met so many people because of Scentsy, and I guarantee you it's because of Scentsy that she has, the circle of friends that she's making right now. If you think there's too many consultants in your area, I promise you there's not. Right now in the U.S., there are, I believe at last I saw, was like 130,000 consultants for all of the U.S. There's around 1 million Mary Kay consultants for all of the U.S. So we are nowhere near being tapped out. Yeah, it's crazy when you look at the statistics. I mean, you're joining, and Diana mentioned earlier, she wished she would have joined earlier. You're still in early. You get in now and you can build your business and you can be as successful as you want. And one last thing, and then we'll open it to questions, is I think the thing that really I love about Scentsy is you're your own boss. So if you're on here and you have another job, you work Scentsy around that job. If you're on here and you have kids, you work Scentsy around your kids. If you want to give yourself a pay raise, you work your tail and give yourself a pay raise. You set your own hours, you set your own pay. The more you work, the more you make. When I was a nurse, I would get there early, and I always loved the sickest patients because they were challenging. And I know that sounds really weird, but the more tubes, the more IVs, the more medications, it was a challenge to me. And so I would get there early every day. And I remember one day, I got a warning because I would get to work 10 minutes before my shift started. And I just remember thinking, this is crap, I'm getting there early, I'm getting prepared, and there's people that get here late that aren't getting in trouble. And not that I was in trouble, it was just a warning, but I thought, man, I cannot wait for the day when I can show up when I want. I can work hard, I can show up early. And so I hope that if you're on this, I hope if you're really considering that, that you really, you consider joining our team, especially anyone that's on the West Coast in California. California and New York are the 2 states with the least amount of people per capita. You have the ability to grow like crazy. So with that being said, I'm going to open it up to any questions that you guys have. Danielle, can you think of anything?
Would you talk about maybe some tax benefits or possibly maybe people who, I'm trying to think of the questions that I've had before people when I've talked to them about it. I can't remember. And I'm totally distracted. Can you hear my baby crying?
Hey, you know what? This is real life. All of us are moms.
I know.
All of us on this call tonight have little babies, right? I mean, Danielle's got the youngest. She wins that award. But we all have babies and we all make it work. Half the time my kids are naked running around, my 4 and 6-year-old boys. I'm just glad that they're fully clothed in bed because it is almost 10 o'clock here, so they are in bed. But, we're real life. And if we can make this work, you can too. But I will say tax benefits are huge. I actually have people on my team that have joined just to get the write-offs. Because, and I'm no CPA, I'll make that disclaimer, but if you can make at least $600 in a year, you'll get a 1099 from Scentsy. That means you can write off part of your cell phone, part of your internet, pretty much anything from Hobby Lobby, because that's, crafty for Scentsy. Any ink cartridges, any paper, any Scentsy that you buy and you give as a gift, you write it off as marketing. Any Scentsy you buy for yourself, you write it off as marketing because you're marketing it as people come in your house. I mean, there's so many benefits to having Scentsy, and for tax purposes, that's just one of many. You get a write-off mileage. It's like 52 or 53 cents a mileage right now. So if you go to, if you drive to Vegas or drive somewhere and you're delivering a basket party, or say you're going with family, but at the time you meet with someone there about Scentsy, write off the mileage for Scentsy. There's so many tax benefits. So hashtag tax benefits. I love it, Cyra. It's so true. That's just one of the many benefits to having a small business.
Yes, definitely. And Becky was asking if we can give a quick rundown on earning your kit. So I had somebody join my team just last week who decided that she wanted to join Scentsy. She's a freelance photographer, but she, that sometimes there's some slow weeks, and so she actually wanted something to supplement those slow periods of time. And so she's like, I want to throw a party and I want to join my rewards. And I said, great. This is what we have to do. And basically set up a goal so that she can earn it completely for free. And we had a party. Basically, once we were ready to close the party, I entered the Earn Your Kit into the workstation where we closed the party, and she got an email. It walked her through some questions and signing her up, and voila, she got her kit yesterday. So yeah, it's a great option for those of you who maybe don't have that extra, $99 in tax and shipping available right now. But if you want to host your own party, treat it like your launch party. You can definitely start that way and not pay a dime out of pocket. You can be in the green, if you will, when you first start.
I love it. And I will tell you, typically to start your own business, it's quite a bit more than $99 if you're in the U.S. So $99, you get about $350 or so worth of product. $129 for Canada. Thank you, Becky. You get a ton in your kit. You get warmers, bars, scent packs, room sprays, laundry product. All your business supplies you need, everything you need to host parties. It is so much stuff. So our starter kits are legit awesome.
Yes, they are. And do you know how much it would be? I have a friend here from New Zealand.
Ooh.
How much their kits are off the top of your head?
Let's see. It is 83 New Zealand dollars was their special. I'll look it up. New Zealand, though, I will tell you, I've got a team in New Zealand. I've got some Kiwis in New Zealand, and it is a huge opportunity in New Zealand right now. There are not many consultants. People over there are just now understanding what Scentsy is, and it is just now becoming a really hot commodity. So if you are thinking about joining, you should, because it's perfect timing right now with the way it's booming over there.
And Mexico, too.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Mexico hasn't really taken off yet. It's right kind of towards the beginning of taking off. So if you get into Mexico now, spread your wings. You could be one of the, founders of Mexico for sure.
How exciting.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did I miss any questions? I was trying to watch the feed at the same time of Cora playing on my lap. But I think we've answered them all. So if you have any more questions, you're welcome to still, if you're watching the replay, you can still ask them and we'll come back to the comments. Or, of course, message your consultant who invited you here tonight. I think there's going to be, if that was it, let me, oh, I know there's a time delay, so give it a second.
Oh, thank you, Becky. 169 New Zealand.
Oh,
Perfect.
awesome. Yeah, I don't think anyone else had any more questions. So the only thing we have left for tonight, I know we've run out a little bit over time, but there's going to be one more post with a link to a little form that I am inviting everyone to fill out who came in it, and go ahead and clicked going. And your consultant who invited you will also be contacting you either later tonight or probably tomorrow. It's probably for some of you. And yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out and hearing the wonderful stories from everybody. And I think that was it.
Danielle, you are awesome for putting this together. Diana and Cyra, your stories are amazing. And anyone that's on here that's thinking about joining, take a leap of faith. You know, we have a fun group, and I honestly say this with sincerity. I believe that we have the best group in all of Scentsy. We've got a great team page. We're very active. We do every Tuesday trainings. We will support you and we will walk you through the process. So take a leap of faith and join us, and we will totally help you rock your Scentsy business.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jacquelyn. And you guys stay tuned for the last post. All right. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye. Hold on. All right. I'm going to end the video. Oh, Heather, thank you. Let's see. How do I end?